Balance is when you distribute the elements of your song evenly so that you create some stability, right? Balance is essential for creating a sense of stability and harmony in your composition and making sure that no part of your music overwhelms the rest, okay? Balance also helps your listener feel like they know what's coming up. They know what to expect, okay? So some examples. If your musical excerpt, let's say, uses high elements, you might want to balance it out by including some low ones. If your music includes some fast elements, maybe include some slow ones as well. If you include some loud elements, maybe include some soft ones. So basically, this is a matter of making sure that you don't have too much of any one thing, okay? So when I'm, just to kind of give you an example of how I use this in my classes, in my songwriting classes, if someone comes to me with an excerpt of music that they don't know where to go with this piece of music, we'll listen to it together and we'll start picking out some of the things that they notice about that piece. We might talk about the pitch, we might talk about the timing, we might talk about the dynamics. I would say that usually the pitch is the first thing that we talk about, like where the melody tends to go. And balance is usually the first thing that I kind of go to, like, given this musical melody that you've come up with, is there anything else that you could do to balance it out? Is there any, like, what could provide balance to what you've done so far? And we'll explore ideas that way. And sometimes just thinking about the idea that your next phrase needs to balance out this one, or you want it to balance out this one, sometimes that can just kickstart ideas right away. Okay. Just to give you an example of how I use balance. Now, one of the most common ways to provide balance in a song is the verse and chorus structure. So I'm depicting this here. This is your verse and this is your chorus. So each of these boxes represents a measure of music, so a full count. So if your song has a beat of 3, this would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If your song has a beat of 4, which most songs do, if you can clap along with your song probably has a beat of 4, then each of these boxes would represent 4 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. In most music, in most pop music, so if we're talking about like modern day Western pop or rock and roll, most songs have a structure where the verse is made up of 8 groups of 4 and the chorus is made up of 8 groups of 4. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to play a chorus. I'll play the chord progression for a chorus and I will count along. So, and then try to follow along these boxes. And this is just a way of like illustrating what I'm talking about, okay? I'll do the chorus for Imagine, okay, by John Lennon. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 4. All right. Okay, so does that make sense? So what you may notice if you start paying attention to songs that you listen to, that the verse and the chorus are balanced out between 8 measures each. And so if you are just if you're just getting a start in songwriting, you might consider using this structure for your own song. And I am going to talk more about the difference between verse and chorus and how you can use a verse, how you can use a chorus. I'll also include talking about the bridge because a bunch of people asked about that. For right now, I just want to explain that that there does tend to be a natural balance between verse and chorus. And if you are starting, if you're just getting started in writing your own music, you might want to, you could lean on this, on this structure, develop something into a verse, and then develop something else into a chorus. Okay. And doing this is not cheating. It's using a structure that other people know. Like if you do want to share your work with other people, or if you hope to, your audience is going to know the feeling of a verse and a chorus. So yeah, and laying it out this way actually makes your music easier to remember because it's so ingrained in our culture, right?